Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stealthy Elf Production.
No, you wait.
Woo.
Now,
hey, that was perfectly timed. Well done, everybody. Anyways,
next time
welcome
we'll
to Stealthy Elf.
practice.
We're here to play some more Terra Magia. We're continuing Mavet's Heart, a dungeon dive into the dungeon of Mavet, the Titan of Death. And we have with us here some of the best players to ever play any game. Why don't we start with Liz? Introduce yourself and your character.
Oh, that's me. I'm Liz. My character is Nember. Do you want like description and things now?
You could do a brief description of like their vibe.
Her vibe is this person alive? Like for real? Yeah, that's basically it.
Right.
Like
zombie potentially.
Okay.
Kill on sight.
We fought some undead
she
before,
looks
so I
like
think
she looks like somebody who has not seen the sun in several years.
Okay.
And likes makeup way
Oh.
too much. But just like blue eyeshadow. That's all she cares about.
Fair. All right. Thank you, Liz. And Arden, our other new player, please introduce yourself.
I'm Arden. I play Dinah. Basically pyromaniac, happy-go-lucky, pink punk girl is what I would say. She's here for a good time, not a long time. I got told that she was basically, what did you say? A Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, a pyromaniac Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. That I think sums it up perfectly.
Okay.
And,
that's her.
we have friendly fire off, right? Just in case.
yeah, is that
maybe not.
I don't see it there to toggle. Oh no.
Ooh, sorry, it's locked on, unfortunately for you guys, just for you two. And unfortunately, Jack can't be with us. So next up, Nigel.
Miss you, Jack.
Yeah, Nigel. I'm playing. I was trying to figure out a different way to say the name.
Yes. I mean, it's up to you.
Sucina.
There's no A in there.
So, yeah, no, it's a different pronunciation. You know, like. It's a language thing. You would know this if you. It's Spanish.
Is there an umlaut over the I?
It's everything to make this work. Is there? So umlaut.
Is there an apostrophe?
So give us that.
I couldn't do that to myself. I couldn't let you win.
Give us that pronunciation one more time.
Sucina.
Sucina. Got it. And
Sucina Dixie.
Keeping the Dixie. All right.
Yeah.
And do you want to describe your vibe? Because if not, I have one for you.
Now I have to remember how I pronounced it earlier before I mess up on myself. Sucina is very power hungry. So he is probably pretty arrogant, I would say. He's rocking a sleeveless shirt. It's just all body being shown for the most part. Probably more, yeah, you probably see more during the session. I don't know if you had something else in mind.
Oh, I was just gonna say he's just Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the character, minus the vampirism.
Complete with cherry. You did the cherry thing, right?
Yeah.
Liz, Dio is just a vampire who really has it out for this one family for like some petty reason.
And you took away the vampire part?
It's fine. All right, and last up is David. Please talk about yourself and your character.
Hey yo, hey guys. My name is David. My pronouns are he, him, and I am gonna be playing Djin, our giant shield cowboy. He is the ultimate cowboy with the ultimate shield. And you can catch me here as Djin. You can also catch me on some other stealthy elf stuff, and you can also catch me over at Tales Archived as Whistle, the Hobgoblin Fighter, in the Known Realms Telesh campaign tonight at I think it's 4 Central, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. Yeah,
Time zones. We should get rid of them.
Time zones.
And all right, and I am Ruler Alejandro Gonzalez Rodriguez. You can call me Ollie or Lycus, as it says on the name tag here. I'm gonna be the GM, so it should be very fun. As a quick recap for everybody, the story so far has been from season 1 that our dungeon divers jumped into the dungeon of Mavet, the Titan of Death, and along with their allies, Paul and Captain Airy Bronzefoot, they met a few others along the way, some long dead remnants of the past, and a fellow named Mars. As they explored the dungeon, dealing with hordes of undead that refused to accept their death, and I don't really know how to describe it except a hellish Mario Kart race with a used car salesman as the main villain. They were unfortunately interrupted by Camilla Crimson, a previous champion of this dungeon. They got into a bit of a scrape with Mars, who revealed himself as just a aspect of Mavet himself, who took a liking to the gang. With Mars's help and with Sucina, somehow reaching, I think it was like 900 miles per hour in this go-kart race.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem safe.
It was not.
Yes. Yeah, especially where it was used.
Right at the hole. Yeah. You don't want to go that fast near the hole. But he did.
That's right.
And they managed to get out of harm's way and into the next floor of the dungeon.
Good job.
But we're not going to start with them just yet. We're going to start with Dinah.
Oh, good.
So, Dinah, you are currently in a dungeon of your own, actually. You are also working for the same guild. Oh my god, what did I name this stupid guild? Oh yeah, the Order of Titans, because the acronym is TOOTS. Anyways, so the Order of Titans sent you to another dungeon. It's not one of the big ones, just regular work. When you get basically a call asking you to assist with recovery of some lost assets in the dungeon of Mavet. And I want to ask you, right now this dungeon is a smaller one. You're kind of just being attacked by regular monsters, nothing crazy. You and your allies, there's a couple other of the guild members there. But what is your character doing as a small horde of like bug-like monsters is approaching? You have time, you have a fortified position. How are you preparing for their assault? What are you going to do when they show up?
I'm probably gonna be mixing some bombs to throw at them.
Fair enough. Let's see. The standing orders are to kill everything. So, on your way out, as your last action to support your team as you go on to this new mission. Which of your potions do you wish to use?
Oh no. Can I use 2 of the boom potions?
Of course. And don't worry, these are not going to be taken out of your inventory right now. This is just a show, a little.
Oh,
something.
sweet.
So describe for me as this. Think of them as like skittering beasts that are coming towards, kind of funneled in. The way your team set it up is a bit of a funnel formation so that you guys can just pick them off. Describe for me how it looks when you try to bomb these creatures.
Would I be in like the back line behind everybody? This is just a random setup question.
It is up to you, but typically, yeah, if you're more of
Okay,
a
perfect.
support.
Yeah, so she's gonna be back there, and all the chaos is happening, and as everyone's running around doing stuff, she's sitting there making these potions work, just shaking these glasses and then just chucking 2 of them, and she's yelling, "Fire in the hole!" She throws them forward.
Your companions, they were waiting to the right moment to thrust in and actually, get the kills. They have things set up so that they can break some levers and traps will fall in. But you have been distracted to creating your concoctions for the last hour and did not realize how much, how far they've gotten into this mechanism. And
Classic.
as you say, fire in the hole, your teammates turn around and go, "What?" And then, as all of their traps ignite and rocks fall from all directions, everyone is running. Make a dodge check for me as you try to escape from the collapsing maw of this
First
cave.
roll of the season.
Question: what dice am I rolling? Exactly.
Of
I
course.
was waiting for it.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
So, roll yourself a d20. That's the first
Okay.
thing.
I got one with chickens in it, y'all. Let's hope it's gonna go well. Oh
Then
no, it did not go well. It didn't go well.
there's options. There's options. Add your swiftness to it.
Oh.
And do you have any points in dodge?
No. No, I am foolish. I was foolish.
Yes. In that case, what happens is
I got a
you
5, by the way.
you got a 5
Yeah.
total?
Yeah.
Damn.
It can only go up from here.
The chickens hate me.
Well, that's what we were hoping for.
So you excitedly mix together a concoction. Everyone already has kind of prepared this attack, and then out of nowhere you spring into action. Explosions going off in every direction, and the entire cave mouth kind of starts to collapse. As the way they set it up, it was meant to create a small landslide into the hole where these chittering bug-like creatures were coming out of. But with the power of your explosion, not only does it fill into the hole, it fills the entire cave area. And you try to run. As you make your way out, you unfortunately get bonked real hard on the head by collapsing debris. So
Classic.
you're gonna take a little bit of
Did
damage.
you just die?
No. But she's gonna take some damage, and you're gonna start off the game with a little low HP.
Aww. Oh, thank God.
Welcome.
Thank God I put a lot of stuff in HP earlier. That was a good move, I guess.
All right, that is 5 points of damage. You start off with your VP that goes down first.
Okay.
It's like the buffer between yourself and death, mostly. But yeah, you get clonked on the head and knocked out, and a few hours later, you are woken up by a breeze. As you wake up on a transportation vessel of some sort, it looks like an old sedan, with the wood paneling, but it doesn't have any tires. It's just like thrusters. It seems unnecessary and honestly dangerous to have that much fire next to the wood paneling, but Uh, and you're woken up by the wind as you are approaching Mavet, uh, the Titan of Death. He stands a stone carapace of himself, uh, roughly 2,000 meters high, as you approach in the vehicle. A The visage of him is one of a hunched, soft individual, where every aspect of him is made of hands. Uh, and in the distance, as you approach, maybe it's the sunlight, the refractions. It seems as though those hands are moving and transplacing themselves, creating expressions on his face as they bend to frown or a smile. Uh, but once you approach, it is pretty clear it's just stone or something similar, and you are met with a gate and a camp. Uh, and I'd like to take this opportunity to remind uh, the other players that uh, early on, when you guys made camp, you actually got to pick a few things that would give you boons when you went in, and you never used them. So let's see if you remember to use them this time.
Nah,
Hey, yeah,
we don't need boons. We got Paul.
Got Paul. You'll meet Paul soon. So as you walk through this camp, one of the individuals is like just kind of scrambling, picking things up. It looks like they just had a bit of an encounter with someone that kind of fucked their shit up. But everyone seems okay. The camp itself is all right, but they're rebuilding. They're fixing it up. And this individual, generic knight number 1, reaches out and guild member Dinah, are you here to be part of the recovery team?
Think so, but I'm not certain.
I understand. It's hard for us to really figure out what's going on in there. That monster came in and just decided to ruin our entire operation. We're not even sure if any of the current divers are even still there. Here, let's get you ready. And they help you restock your potions and get yourself set up for the dive. They tell you about give you a quick portfolio on each of the other characters. They show you a quick folder on a character named Vetus, and they're like, it was most pragmatic of them, very calm and collected, a healer. Then they show you another one. Don't let their age fool you. This old man, he'll keep you guys safe in there if you find them. Only downside is he's kind of slow, so maybe stay behind him. And he pulls out one more file. Sucina. Honestly, he was kind of a new hire. He had some good power, but I don't know. Don't be in front of him when he attacks. It would be my recommendation.
God.
And then they actually pull out one more file, and this one's kind of a long shot, but there's one more group that we sent in. It was a while ago. We never heard back from them, so we don't expect much. But and he hands you a folder on another group that went, and it looks like most of those members were a lot newer. They're just meant to, be a quick advance into into there. Um, and as far as you can tell, this is maybe 3 months old, like this last excursion. So the chances of finding anyone still alive are pretty slim. And they walk you through the camp and let you know that you guys have a analysis of you can analyze monsters. You can communicate with other players from around the camp, not from around the camp, with other players, even when you're not next to each other, because you have a comm system. You can also request resources once per day. You have a map scanner that you can use. And the last one was camp defenses. So you guys put points to that, so like everything is still here, even though what's her face came through. So he kind of walks you through, lets you know what resources you and everyone else has, and hopefully remembers they have, and ushers you to the gate. It is like a outspread hands, kind of welcoming you to walk in. Yeah. Do you proceed, or what do you feel? What do you think? What is your character feeling as they're about to enter one of the 12 great dungeons?
Oh, she's going in there. She's walking right on in there.
All right, with not a care in the world.
No plan, no worries. Just going in there.
You walk right in as if this is just another day, and are immediately hit with a sense of expansion. It feels like your body is pulling from inside out as you travel through the fabric of existence itself between dimensions and realms. And as you're traveling through, you are hitting the anchors that they set. You reach the first floor, you travel through it almost as if you're traveling through the moments that it was placed. Not through the space, but through the time that they did it. So you see them almost like you're fast forwarding through a movie, placing all of these markers, going through the dungeon itself. You're seeing them work together and fight. Until eventually you start to feel something. Feels like a scratching at your chest. I need you to roll another one for me. This is
Okay.
going to be a poise check.
Poise?
Yes.
Okay, is it still a D20 or?
Yep. Always going to be a d20 for
Sweet.
the primary rolls.
Awesome, just making sure. Okay, I think that's better. Let me read. Yeah. And if I have nothing in poise, is it just a flat roll?
Just a flat roll. Yeah.
Oh, well, then it may not be good. 10.
Uh,
The chickens
so-
hate me.
Did she add endurance to that?
Did you add endurance to that?
No, because I have nothing in it.
You do have
Oh.
something in endurance. You have 4 in endurance. You don't have any poise.
Oh, I have. Oh, okay. But I can add endurance without
Yes.
anything in poise. Oh, okay. It's a 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's better. And unfortunately, not enough. So, an average success.
But
an
it was
average
a good try.
to reach an average
You know
threshold,
what?
you need at least a 15. So you got.
It's better than 5, so
better
you know
than-
we're
yeah.
on the up and up.
So while you're kind of being pulled through this highway of time, you get dislodged as something starts to shake, and you get thrown out into the darkness for a moment. And then we're going to switch over to another person. So, number. You have been kind of traveling between the inner realms of Mavet for a few months now. Your team is gone or dead or disappeared. It depends on which member you're talking about. It's hard to tell what happened to each of them. You were all separated at some point a couple months back. And right now you find yourself in a... Have you guys ever seen pictures of that like Salt Lake area where everything's just flat and clear,
Yes.
but like almost like a mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're walking through that, and you've been walking for days. The mirror is not white, though. It is all a dark, clear crystal, like obsidian. As you're walking your way through, roll for me an awareness.
Ooh, I have 2 points in that. Do I go ahead and add my 2d4?
You
Or
sure
do I
do.
roll the
Roll your
d20
d20 plus your d4 and then add in your intuition.
Okay. Oh no, now I have to do math. 22.
22. All right, that
I'm
is a
super aware.
magnificent success.
Yeah.
You become aware of two things, actually. There is a light in the distance. You see something that looks like lightning cutting through. This is a place that you've been walking through for days. There is no weather here. There is no anything. But you see this phenomenon as if it's cutting through the sky itself.
Oh.
And you know... Actually, no, you don't know yet. Roll logic.
Okay.
You could do just flat logic or maybe investigation or even tech use.
It doesn't make a difference because I
Okay.
don't have any points in logic.
Okay.
But okay, I see you. That is a 20.
Did you roll a nat 20?
No, I rolled an 18 plus 2.
Oh, perfect. That's fucking fantastic.
Right? Look at you go.
So you do know what this is, actually. This is the light that emits from one of the stakes that your guild uses. As you go from floor to floor in the guild, in the sort of auto-generating dungeon, to make sure that those that come after you, you set these stakes down that create a bridge from one spot to another, from one floor to another. And you know that this light is reminiscent of the energy that's emitted from those stakes. And you know that there are, if not allies, at least people from your world over near. But since you rolled so well on your awareness, you are aware of one more thing.
Oh boy.
There is a pink bubblegum horned woman falling from the sky at breakneck speeds just above you. What do you do?
Well, I'm not strong. So I'm definitely not going to try to catch her.
This
If
is
you
sick and twisted.
you have
Use one of those 1 MP spells.
if you want a non-1 MP spell, because I know you haven't picked your spell, so you can just start.
I picked
building
one.
You just like building your repertoire.
Perfect. That seems very. It seems almost cheaty, but if you say I could do it, then I will take it.
It's a spell that no one ever really uses, but I think it's very funny.
Oh, perfect. I love it already.
I believe it's called Gummerize, based on the gum gum fruit from One Piece. So you can
I love
pick
it.
a person or an object, and that thing becomes rubber, flexible, little soft rubber.
Absolutely.
If it's a weapon or a person, that weapon or person can stretch up to, I think it was like 3 meters. And if you do it on the floor or something, you can bounce on it as if it was a trampoline, allowing you extra
That's
range of
fantastic.
bounce. It also prevents things from like if you do it on a wall, someone can't just like punch through the wall. It does. It turns things into rubber. You get it. You get the
Yeah. I like it. Yes, I will do that. I will turn this falling pink person into Luffy.
Quick question: what is your spell school?
That's a really good question because I couldn't find the list of spell schools.
There,
I lost it.
it's, my God.
I know.
There's
the worst.
creation. There's creation, alteration, divination, and annihilation. It's change shit, make shit, blow shit up, connect to shit.
Divination.
All right. That means this is going to cost you an extra MP, so that's a B4 total.
Okay, that's cool. Let me see. That's over here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I believe based
Wow.
on our level up, you have an MP cap of 4. So
Yes,
this is
I do.
perfect. Perfectly
Okay.
within your bounds.
I do that.
All right. What do you cast it on? Do you cast it on her, on yourself, on the ground? What do you do? What are you doing?
Ooh. If you fall on a bouncy
Cast-
ground, does it still hurt? I feel like you would still get injured.
Have
I'm
you
gonna
ever
make
fallen
her-
from a great height on a trampoline?
Yeah. Not like super high, just as high as I can jump on the trampoline.
Oh, you've never gone on top of your house and jumped off onto a trampoline? Never mind.
There was that
Um,
one time. I'm gonna cast it on her.
Folks at home, please don't do
I feel
that.
like what?
Definitely don't do
Oh, please don't.
Disclaimer: do not.
I'm gonna cast it on her. I feel like that's the
oh my god.
least horrible option.
All right. In that case, Diana, as you are falling at a incredible meteoric speed, you feel an energy come over your body for a moment, and you start to realize that as you're falling, your body is falling at the regular pace, but your extremities, because you're outstretched, start to spread out as you're becoming a flailing arm inflatable. Yeah. And
I feel like
you
I see that and I go, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
I was gonna make a joke about wanting to be the king of the pirates now, but now it just sounds disappointing and sad.
Yeah. And you hit the ground with a splat as your body flattens out, and then in a half a sec or so, you back together, and you are in your regular shape as you lightly bounce on the ground. It's kind of hard to walk normally, as
What in
your
the
entire
Roger
body.
Rabbit is happening?
So yes,
I approach cautiously with a stick. Big stick. Actually, I think I have a staff of some sort, but I can't find the notes that I took when I made this character. I think they got moved when I. I know. Listen,
Yes, you have
we
a
had
staff.
almost the entire week off of school last week, so the world just barely exists right now.
You do have a staff. It does shooting stuff.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay.
So yeah, you are there, kind of just lightly bouncing on the ground in front of this individual, and based on the, well, actually, I have no idea. Do you have any logic? Are you smart at all?
Me?
Yeah, you're kind of smart, right?
Yeah, I have a 5 in logic.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
not
at
bad.
you.
I'm actually pretty smart.
Yeah. You recall from just moments ago that this is one of the individuals on your to find list.
Good job.
It's been 10 seconds and you've already
Wow,
almost completed one of your quests. This is Nember.
Oh, howdy, I'm Dinah.
Okay. Why are you falling from?
Well, you see, I think I meant to find you and I got kind of lost, but you just saved me, so this works out perfect.
Okay. So what? She's
Well,
still
we should
pointing the
probably
stick
go
at
find.
you.
Dinah's gonna move this stick over and be like, let's not aim this stick at me. Well, so I was sent from. What is the name of? I can only remember
Toots.
Toots. That's all I can
It's colloquially pretty well known as Toots. You can call it Toots.
Well, I was sent from Toots to find you and 2 other people, or well, a few other people. So I found you, and now we're gonna go and find the others, and then I'm gonna take you out of here.
But I have work to do.
Oh, well, I can help you do that. And you can help me do what I gotta do. Deal? And she's gonna hold out her hand like...
She reaches out her hand and shakes yours, and she is like covered in like dirt, dust. It's like she smeared some across her face at one point. Her hair like looks like it's probably blue, but like that's if it was clean. So
My hair is also blue, so this
oh my
is
god. She like takes your hand very hesitantly, like you're the one with really dirty, not her.
Yeah, Dinah doesn't think anything of her being covered in dirt and is just shaking her hand and is like, let's go.
All right. So, as you guys take off to figure something out, we're actually moving on to the other players. So, Sucina and Djin, you are falling with your companions currently. It felt more like you were being pulled, and then out of nowhere, it felt like the floor was taken out from under you. And you don't see anything yet in terms of like structures or land or anything like that. You just feel as though you are falling. And I need both of you to roll. Let's see, what's a good one? Either gymnastics or poise.
You got it. Yeah. Right.
Oh, I should roll for my other characters.
Yike.
All right. Hang on. 8. It's 11. 8 is 19.
I have a 9.
Ooh, a 9. All right.
Rolling that one.
I've got a 25.
25.
There's
And
an 8, but I've got a lot of poise. I've got 3 poise.
that's, yeah, okay. Damn, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of poise.
And Nigel, you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind you of another mechanic in the game called Terra tokens. Oh, both of you have at least 1 Terra token for in your ability for you. It's like a hero point or inspiration in other games. You can use it to reroll stuff, or if you want to add something narratively, you can bargain. If you have multiple of them saved up, you can be like, hey, here's 10 tokens. I want to have a hand that's actually a laser, and no one knew about it. And I'd be like, for 10? I guess.
Make a trade.
Exactly. So you both have one, and you guys, I believe you had however many you had. You at least have one, but I know you had more.
Yeah.
I
think
mean,
was
I'll
stockpiling.
I can use it. I'll use a token, and when I re-roll, it moves up to a 15.
All right, 15 is a success. So I rolled for Vetus, Paul, and Ari, and the only one that rolled above a 10 was Paul.
Of course. What a
Paul and
survivor.
Djin making our way down. The rest of them.
So as you guys are falling,
Adios.
as you guys are falling through this sort of like prismatic space, you see. Whoa! Did my camera just
Yeah,
zoom
I
way
think
out?
your hands control it. You did something the other time in Sansi, yeah, like zoomed in on you.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jarvis, zoom in on me.
I need to learn to talk less with my hands. But you guys are falling through this prismatic space as the other ones around you, they start to kind of grip onto each other, trying to hold on, but they are flung out and disappear. It's sort of like remember in Thor: Dark World where Loki and Thor just kind of oopsie daisy.
Yeah,
the-
I was actually always thinking of whatchamacallit too, Castlevania in
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like that. They just kind of
Yeah.
but you guys managed to hold steady and maneuver your bodies down, and you land. Let's move over to the map.
My 25, can I do the Captain America shield on the ground landing?
Oh, 100%.
Wait. Are we all moving over to the map?
To the map.
No.
To the map.
Okay.
You can do the
Yes,
shield landing, but
I-
then I land on you. Soft in my
So
palm.
I actually don't know how to not move everyone because I don't know how to roll 20. So
On
That's okay. I just won't go to the
Fine,
map
we
right
won't
now.
look.
Yeah, we won't look. I just,
if you want to
That's
move
why
just
I-
like
Close
certain
our
players,
eyes.
that's why I asked before doing anything.
what were you saying, David?
if you want to move just certain players on your roll 20, outside of like the little chat column thing, there's that little ribbon. If you click that, it'll pull up the ribbon, and then you'll see the players in the top right corner, and you can select the individual players and then just drag them.
Oh, okay.
And then you can do a whole group as well if you want to put the party back together and stuff.
drag them.
Come to Stealthy
that
Elf
work? Are you guys on a
Productions
map?
For your roll 20
I'm on a map.
tutorials.
Yeah. Stealthy Elf Roll 20 tutorials. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa,
so you
dude,
guys,
you went crazy.
yeah, I got a little big, got a little out of hand. With this
Holy.
one.
Now I want to see it.
I know, me too. Don't say anything about it. I want to go look.
So you guys, you guys
I'm
land.
still zooming out. Sorry.
You guys land. Let's see. Where's the?
The hammerhead? He's over here.
Oh, the
Just not the pit of fire. Please, not the pit of fire.
not the pit of fire. How do I get? Here we go. Reveal. Rectangle.
Yeah. You could do
There we
polygon
go.
reveal, or you could do like a full chunk.
There it is. You guys land right here. Let me find your tokens and put you in your place. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Nobody puts Djin in the corner.
All right.
Unless
And-
it's the GM.
You two land in what appears to be a small church, and you land with a crash and a thud. The ground trembles slightly underfoot as Djin, you thunk into place, and then Sucina, you what did you roll? Did you also roll poise?
I rolled a 15. I don't have anything else. I just have
Yeah, but was
wait,
it
you said poise or wait, when you
Poise.
said gymnastics, so I just used swiftness
okay? That works.
for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 15 overall, yeah.
15. Yeah. So while Djin comes in, shield first, kind of anchoring himself to the ground, you kind of flip in, maneuvering your body like a cat to try to just land, and you land more like Black Widow, and he lands like Iron Man or Captain America. Sorry.
Yeah.
And as you do this, you see in front of you there are two individuals staring you down. One is a tall, more feminine human. They, based on the way they're dressed, seem like they are ready for battle. They have a sword on them as well. I can actually show you the character. How
This
does
Jin's
this work?
getting up. It's gonna kind of dust off the clothes and go, sorry, didn't mean to drop in on you. Just had to get it out. Just had to get it out. All right, I'm done.
So, this character, you guys see, and I don't know how this is not working. Yeah. You guys see these two characters.
Oh,
Uh,
howdy.
the
The one on the right is. The one
Yes,
on the right
he's-
is.
very small, yes.
Yeah.
So you see as you guys land, you give a howdy. The tall woman, she grips her sword a little tighter and kind of holds the hilt out. Howdy. Who the fuck are you two?
My handout, we asked first. Who are you?
You see like a light glow in her eyes, kind of like a golden hue, as they seem a little irritated. When the little guy, you hear kind of like a scuttle almost, as he moves himself in front between you and her, and he says, "Everybody, please calm down. My name is Otis. I'm the mayor of this little town. Mind you, he is 2.5 feet tall. This is
hello, Otis.
This is our protector, and their name is Ash. She's a little jumpy. Please, we're in a bit of a tight bind. There's danger coming. We don't want to fight if we don't have to. But what is happening here?"
Well, Otis. I'm God damn it.
Sucina is what you're looking for.
It's an accent. It gets stuck.
Yep. No, I wrote. Sorry, you go ahead. I broke.
I think it happens in game, and Jin's gonna look at you. There's a church of some sort. I didn't think you could stand in here.
Surprised myself. Well, Otis,
Mayor.
I'm Sucina. This is my assistant, Djin. We're on an expedition right now, and have no idea where we are.
All right. That's a bit odd, but you're in Vale. It's a small village for my people, and I think my voice was actually a little deeper than this before. So let's go a little lower.
Keep going. Keep going.
A little lower.
Get down there.
Welcome to Vale. Again, we don't really get a lot of visitors and weren't expecting company. We're not a very aggressive people, Ash aside. You see her just kind of like standing there kind of quietly, just looking you up and down, trying to get a read on you. And Otis continues and just, you're welcome to stay here if you need. I don't know what's happening, but clearly, and like you guys look around and you see that you landed literally right at the altar of Mavet. This church is built to him.
Well, that seems thematic.
I have full faith in our God, in our Titan. If he has sent you, I will not question it. I just wish to warn you, danger's coming. And you see Ash finally kind of sigh and go, all right, fine. If Otis is gonna trust you, I might as well too. She looks you guys up and down, and it's just like, are you from a guild? Like, what is, like, she sees your armor and everything is like,
Well, we're a couple of tutors, and I should warn you, we're not the only ones. We had a few other members of our company that we got separated on our fall there. So,
with that, you hear a screaming as Paul lands directly between you guys on the little thing holding up the the Bible. As it just crashes below him, his giant backpack on his back, face first is just flat on the ground. Oh God!
help him up. Reach over. And
Thanks,
help him.
Djin.
I imagine he's kind of like a turtle with a backpack.
Exactly.
He landed like on the Bible right there.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to remember what his voice was. It was very nasally and something like this.
About that.
Yeah, just on there.
Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I did.
Speak of the
Paul, how
devil.
could you? Don't you realize this is a place of worship, and you desecrate their book of writing?
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't want to land on you, and I didn't want to land on him, and I didn't want to land on the stone.
Land on.
You only get so
land
many
on
strikes, Paul.
Okay. Oh God. And you see him like sit down on his backpack slightly and like try to like calm himself.
Mayor Otis, Guardian Ash, might I introduce you to Paul, son of a squire of our company.
He takes like a hit of his inhaler. Hello. Yeah, I'm the squire of the Titan of the Order of the Order of the Titans. Are we still in the dungeon? And I want you guys both to make an awareness check for me. Also, hello Raiders, how's it going?
Howdy, Raiders. You said awareness, was it?
Yes, I need you to roll awareness for me.
Sure. I'm terrible at that. Yep. Still terrible at it. That's an 8.
22.
All right. Shin, you're stuck looking at kind of Djin. Sorry, you got stuck reminiscing about your child Shin.
That's
and
oh my boy. Hope he's making good choices.
Meanwhile, Sucina, you see two things with that. It was a pretty good roll. You see that Otis kind of cocks his head, a bit confused by the very premise of being in a dungeon and then appearing here. But you know, the Titans are mysterious and so on and so forth. Ash, on the other hand, you see almost like a hint of understanding, like a moment of realization. But they seem to quiet down. Well, it's nice to have members of T.O.O.T with us. I heard much about your guild when I was first, starting.
We are rather prestigious.
Yes, prestigious and bit chaotic for my blood. I chose other endeavors, but happy to have you. And she turns to Otis. Mayor, do you mind starting on some of the preparations we talked about? I'd like to talk to our new guests, see if I can convince them to maybe join our cause. And you see the mayor just kind of like he shrinks for a moment and like bounces, like springs back up and goes, "Very well. I will do this. Assume the preparations are complete. Also, for all the raiders who just came in, the man talking is a 2-foot tall man in a mask.
Very
We
important
can do this.
to know that.
Yeah.
And he looks up to her, and his arm extends, but it's still underneath his whole cloak. And as he extends his arm, it just kind of like through the cloak grabs onto her hand. We can do this. I believe in us. And then he runs away. You hear like a click 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 as he runs. Sort of like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little scuttle.
Like a scuttle. And then Ash turns to you guys quickly with like exasperation. You guys were exploring the dungeon of Mavet, correct?
Yes, you seem to know
That's what-
something about this.
Slightly. Sorry, let me ask you something first. What floor are you on?
Will this be the third floor?
I was going to say, yeah, third or fourth.
Yeah, after the entrance. There's the entrance floor, then the race, and then this.
Paul pulls
No,
out like a whole notebook, and it's like, yep. No, Sir Djin is correct. We are on the third floor. Okay, I
Now,
understand.
whether that means up or down, can't tell you. But
Left, right, up, down. It stops mattering after a while in these places. Okay. She kind of looks a little sullen, a little like she's gonna have to, like she's about to say something that she's been holding on to for a long time. And you see her like unbutton some of her shirt, and shows you a marking on her chest. It looks like an hourglass inside of a hand. And she asks, would you two be willing to show me if... I want to see if you have this too.
Well,
yes, Suki's a rather open book in that regard.
Yes, I see that. I don't see any marking on you. And Nigel, both of you, roll awareness checks or investigations if you want.
Ooh, let me take a look at my sheet. Investigation with a logic of 0. Now I'm going to stick with awareness.
Logic of 0. You guys really min-max the heck out of this.
Oh yeah.
24. Yeah, every time you mention
poise all day.
Yeah, give me intuition. Anything with intuition.
All right.
I'm 24.
17.
All right. So you guys do both notice something. Sucina, you notice a tingling sort of like on your lower back, and there is a marking of a hand with a time piece in it. Yours does not look like an hourglass. Yours looks like a pocket watch. There we go.
Like an
And
Fancy.
and for Jin, you notice a similar tingling in your shoulder, and you see that same marking. And she's like, "Perfect. Okay, so you are. I have been kind of cursed here. I wasn't in the dungeon originally, and someone kind of, cursed me. Um, I guess somehow I was linked into the actual dungeon itself, and you guys are here through the more natural means, it seems."
Yeah, we walked involuntarily. Well, professionally.
Um,
Are you not able to just leave this area?
no, no, you'll see pretty shortly kind of the problem that I'm facing. And you see that she puts her hand on her chest on the marking itself, and these like golden images come out. It is a timer. Uh, it says 1 hour currently, and it starts to click down.
Well, that ain't a lot of time.
No, it never is. They'll be coming soon. Um, this will be hopefully my last attempt, and now that I have allies, it might actually work. We'll see.
Well,
And
well, Ash, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but you're calling us allies, I believe, and well, Suki, I don't know about you, but I don't believe we formally agreed to that just yet. Exactly, what is the nature of this alliance you're hoping for?
As far as I'm concerned, a bargain hasn't been made just yet.
I should have expected as much from members of Toot.
Hey, we're professional tutors.
That you are.
Tend to make a stink wherever we go.
Have our own merch.
Damn it, David. Oh, it got me. She looks around and is like, fine, let's get down to details. There is a force 100 strong coming to annihilate this village. I have been trying for 1,000, no, 10,000, 957 days now, I think, to stop it. And every single time I fail. And every single time I start over. I don't know if you're stuck in the same loop as I am. But if you are, then I don't think you're going to really have a lot of choice whether you want to help me or not.
All right. And why? Who's attacking this village and why?
She gets a little like blushed, a little red faced, embarrassed seemingly. There is a section of the world government known for hunting down dangerous threats. The and you see that she's like struggling to really talk about this. The MIA is a group that hunts down and exterminates hordes of monsters. I was a part of them, and I tracked down this community. I was told that they were monsters, but they're not. And I can't let this happen to them. If we fail, they will be completely exterminated, extinct forever. And Sucina, you have pretty good No, you don't have any logic. None of you have logic. Damn.
We're not the logical ones.
Yeah.
Do your best. Roll a
Mhm.
base logic check. See if you have any recollection of history.
What's a history?
Something you won't
Books?
know. Books?
Well, that's fitting. It's a 3.
I actually have 1 in logic, so excuse yourself, please.
Yeah.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
16?
A 15 will
14
do
plus
it.
1.
That's a lucky roll there, bud.
Yep.
So Djin, nothing of this like really bothers you. You're like, oh yeah, the MIA, I know them. I've heard of that organization before. Everything goes right over you. Meanwhile, Sucina, you know, because you actually applied for support from these people from your village when things were pretty bad, and they refused. But you know for a fact that this group, this government organization, hasn't existed since the 90s. It's currently the rough 2020s or abouts for
It's
you,
like 30
Sal.
years.
Yeah.
You've really been in here a long time. They don't exist anymore based off when we entered the dungeon.
She kind of just starts to smile in this exasperated way. So I've just been fighting ghosts, and of course, yeah, right. Of course.
But to tell you frankly, I think this is all just Mavet just testing us in certain ways.
That's fine for you, but I didn't come here. I was pushed by that fucking wizard fucker. I hate wizards.
Yeah, magic's overrated.
Well, we all have a choice.
I'm sorry. No, I don't mean any offense. It's just he was my old boss, and when he found out that I turned on him, he locked me here. I guess. I don't know what this has to do with Mavet. And then she turns to his altar, aside from this. But I've been trying to break this cycle for years now. It seems to restart every time Otis dies.
All right, then. Okay. Well, kiddos, we don't got a lot of time.
Why don't
How
you
much
start by
does
telling us
those-
all the plans you've
cost?
done so far that's failed? And then
Yeah, she takes you through a montage of well, we set up catapults here one time, we set up this sinkholes here, this blah 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 blah, and this takes a long while. In the meantime, let's go back to our other 2 players. So Nember and Dinah, you 2 have been kind of walking towards the light of the stake that Nember saw in the distance. And as you get closer and closer, you see that this blank dark, like obsidian lake, this mirror, starts to reflect something. You don't see it in front of you, but above you, you start to see a kind of beautiful, colorful forest. Uh, it is filled with uh, almost like clear swamp. It is quite a sight to behold. And the closer you get to the spark that you saw, the more solid that image becomes. And for both of you, roll me an investigation or an awareness. Investigation will provide more information.
Do I just add intuition to that? Or
For
is this
awareness, yes.
specified? Okay.
But you can also
Wait.
roll an investigation.
Oh, okay. Would that just be my logic, or if I'm like, I'm confused as to what the skill points do.
So, each skill point, there's 3 little boxes of them. If you have one clicked in, that's 1d4 that you add to your d20 roll.
Oh, okay, sweet. Do I add that plus
Yes, you do.
the intuition too? Okay. You said
For-
1d4?
They're like bonuses to represent specialization in that one area.
Okay, I'm understanding now.
Mhm.
Okay.
And yep, you always add your primary stat to whatever you rolled.
All right. Got it.
So, again, it was awareness or investigation, your choice. What did you roll, Liz?
22 awareness.
Beautiful. And
Intuition
for
or
Dinah?
investigation would have been a 12.
26 for investigate.
All right.
Nice.
My girl's actually smart. She just sounds dumb.
Did you stop using the chicken dice?
No, I think my dice are always just they'll throw out bad rolls and good rolls, yeah, so that was the chicken dice.
So you, as you're walking towards this, you see through the reflection kind of the entirety of the field of what's going on. So I'm going to move you to the map now.
Yay!
Yay! We can see now. Oh my god!
Oh.
I also have to zoom out really far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness!
Wait, so where are we?
You are
Oh.
kind of nowhere.
Okay. Got it. I'm following. Oh wow.
And
this is so cool.
You are looking down at the reflection of what is to come, and you're seeing everything. You actually can peer into this locale, and you see, all these buildings, whatever's going on, but you also notice there is a massive battalion of people marching on this area from the south and the east.
Oh.
No.
You see them dragging carts of dead creatures, odd little creatures with fleshy bean heads and whatchamacallit, tendrils? There we go. That's the word I was looking for. And they are just carts of bleeding corpses as they're dragging through this area. And as you're investigating, you're getting ever closer to the flash of light that you saw. Since you guys rolled pretty well on both of your rolls, I'm gonna let you ask me whatever you want regarding the current situation.
Oh.
I gave you the information you saw. Now you can ask a question.
Before I ask a question, so we're just seeing like a mirror reflective of what's the situation. Like we're not okay.
Yeah, you're walking on a flat, like obsidian lake.
Okay.
Seeing this in the reflection.
Okay. Got it. I was making sure I was understanding that.
That's so cool. Arden, you ask first.
Oh, I was gonna have you ask.
Um,
w- well, I don't know. Like, will we know anything about the battalions that are like marching on? Like, is there anything I can see as far as like, I guess that what I want to know is like, they look pretty bad, so I want to know how, like, where their weak spots are. And like, what would be the easiest way to beat them looking from this viewpoint?
Gotcha.
Anyone carrying corpses is pretty, I think I can associate that with the not good.
Yes.
It could be medical, you know.
Wait, does it look like they're taking them to be helped, or does it look like they're taking them?
No. There's not a whole lot of ways where it looks.
That's what I
helpful.
thought. I was like, wait a second, that could be true, but I don't think that's how that was described.
I mean, you could just think that it's monsters, you know.
Yeah.
People taking down monsters. They look like little, monsters, but
yeah, that's what I think.
All right.
I
but
want
as
to know how
far
to kick their butts. Tell me.
yes. So, from what you can see, it looks as though the battalions themselves seem to have been prepared for kind of a wet environment. So, electric damage would be beneficial, as would fire potentially.
Okay.
As their armor is not protective of that. But
Oh.
electric would be very beneficial.
Say less. Fire, say less.
Would we recognize this battalion, like, either by name or origin, or like as a threat / we just want to avoid?
You would recognize that the armor that these people are wearing is old but efficient and powerful, but it also has insignias of the world government itself. These are sponsored soldiers. They're definitely a threat. They're a powerful one, but they so you're trying to figure out like kind of what their deal is, right?
Yeah, and like, are they a threat to us specifically?
Fair. You would
Clearly they're a
assume
threat
that
to tiny monsters.
you would assume that they are not here for you. They are members of the government, of the world government. For the most part, your guild is aligned with the world government, at the very least has contracts with it. So your instinct is not that they are your immediate enemy. That being said, groups like this, you are pretty familiar, are known to kind of rip through whatever needs to be ripped through to get to their goal. So if you're in the way, you're the problem. So stay out of the way.
And we only see the reflection. We can't like look around to see like where the reflection's coming from, right?
Correct. As you look
Okay.
up, there's nothing above you.
That's what I thought. Again, I know Arden already clarified, but I'm like, they're not here. Yes?
No,
Yes.
they're not here.
You need that double clarification.
Yes.
I get it. You gotta be absolutely.
I need you to
certain.
tell me in another way that we can't like actually see them. It's just their reflection.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Are we only allowed to ask one question?
Yeah.
Okay,
One
okay.
question. You guys arrive. Yes.
I
go
was
ahead.
wondering do I also see who I was looking for? Like, because I could see
Ah.
everything. Would I have also noticed that I was like, but I don't know if that would be something I would need to like. I would just have to ask, or if I would just know that's who I was looking for and be like, oh, perfect, found them too,
Good job.
and just be like, I'm killing this job. Look at me go.
You do actually see, because the church is more open to the world. It has some holes in the roof itself. It looks tattered and torn. Because I believe you rolled above a 20, or was that Liz?
I think
I
we both did.
I rolled a 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with 26, Nigel, what are you doing with your character?
No, I see it on the map.
What
I
is
was like, oh
going
god.
I'm not doing it. I don't understand it either. Every time I go back on roll 20, I see some effect happening.
I'm fiddling with the effects.
Okay.
I was like,
geez.
seeing
That was
that.
just a
I
roll
was
20
like,
thing.
Suki's attacking everybody.
Oh, jeez. I got
It's a
it.
death breath effect.
So, you do with a 26. That's a very impressive roll. You do spot. It now has a few extra holes, and through one of those holes, you see Paul, who's definitely on your list. He does not look to be a part of the group that was advancing on the village, and is in fact in the village itself. So that might be a bit of a danger for you. But you arrive at the essentially bridge that connects you to this next area, and you guys can either just jump in or try to do something to aim yourself there. That's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Is she still rubber? Like, how long is she rubber?
are you gonna push me in there? I don't like this.
Right on top. Yep.
I'm just gonna jump piggyback and push you in. Just
I don't
kidding.
think I'm still rubber.
It only lasts for a few rounds, so you'd have to
Okay.
rubber her again if you want to.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay.
Ride her into battle, I guess.
I'm not gonna waste 4 MP on that. So we could just like step in and be there, or will we fall?
You will fall.
Well,
How far?
So the gate will take you to take you down. If you roll well, you won't take any damage because you make your way down fully through the gate. If you roll poorly,
Okay.
you will take damage unless you fall.
Okay,
like
okay.
In
Paul.
this, could I potentially pull something like from my bag that could help either slow our fall or aim us closer to where Paul is? Okay.
So you have
I'm gonna.
that perk, right?
Yeah, I have. It's the shark repellent one, right? Yeah, I have
Yes.
that. I have that, and I also have Soka-Toa, which I think makes me good at aiming stuff, but I don't know if that would apply here.
I mean, you're not throwing yourselves, but I'll consider
But
giving you
I
a bonus.
could throw Ember.
She is very like
I am
thin and frail, so
I am very. Listen, and I am not super strong, but slightly strong, and What if I was trying to throw myself into the thick of it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or you throw her, but just don't let go.
Exactly.
Like, use the momentum. Yeah, okay, hang on. the whole way.
You use her like Mjolnir. You fly with her
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Mjolnir.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
All right.
I don't
So
know how I feel
is
about
that the
this.
plan? Or are you gonna just?
I think I'm gonna go in. I'm
No,
just-
I am checking. Nope, it's too late. It's too late.
All right.
I have held your hand this whole time. I didn't let go.
I'm not
You-
comfortable
My-
with that.
My plan is to chuck her and then have something that'll like cushion our fall.
That was gonna
Okay.
be you if
Like-
you were still rubber.
No, I
Uh.
have. Listen, I have some.
I
cool
know, I know, I know,
potions.
I know, I
Leave me alone. Actually, know things.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll a push
Oh God.
as you try to chuck your physical friend.
Friend is a
Please,
little strong
please.
here. We just met like 5 minutes ago.
It's not good.
Oh no!
It's a
The
12.
chickens strike again.
All right.
It
it's a
wasn't
12.
the chickens. I didn't roll with the chickens. I have also a set of blue dice.
So
I'm on my limited dice because my dice are packed up right now. So rough.
here's
it's
what's gonna
rough.
happen. You guys are standing at this essentially portal gate, and Nember, you're preparing yourselves to go in. You're going to, try your best to dive in straight and
Very
land
gracefully.
gracefully. When Dinah comes up, grabs your hand, and says, "I have a plan," and then tries to pull you in and stumbles through as she pulls you down.
She actually, in fact, says, "All right, time to get up," and drags you
Oh my
through
God.
the portal.
All right. Roll poise with disadvantage. That means if you have a D4 in it, you take it away. And if you don't have a D4, you
Okay.
add one, but in the negative. You take
Oh,
away a D4.
boy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So I have to roll 1 and a D4 minus that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me go
Of
back
course,
to the
I roll
chicken.
low on my D20 and a 4 on my D4.
Okay. Oh God. Oh no. Would I still add the big
I think
number?
I have a 9. I
You
think
still have the
mine is
big
a
number,
9.
yes. You still have the stat
Oh,
number.
okay.
You have got a 9?
Yeah.
You failed an easy check.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Mine is 17.
I was
got a
pushed!
17 on that.
You got a 17?
Oh, that's just not
Yeah, I
fair.
rolled a 17 and I have +4, and then I rolled a -4 on the D4, so it's just a flat roll.
Same.
All right.
If my math is right.
All right. With a 17, you do succeed. Liz, I'm going to go ahead and say that you did not succeed. Sorry.
Oh, shocker.
Oh, you
So
weren't ready to giddy up? Come on.
I was ready to just step onto the bridge.
So, Number, I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Where were you guys trying to go? Were you trying to go to where you saw your target?
Yeah, I was trying to go to Paul.
Okay. Number, you see 4 soft bodies you could land on. Which one do you want to land on? To break your fall so you don't land on your neck.
Are any of them not wearing armor? Because I feel like armor would hurt if I landed on it.
Yes.
Oh my
Sucina
gosh.
is not wearing armor. He's actually pretty shirtless, but his abs are
Perfect.
striking.
It's more like
Is this
3
the
soft bodies
start?
and 1 hard body, though, right?
And
Body is
the
still
oth-
softer than armor.
the other options were wearing armor. Paul does have armor, but he also has a giant backpack. Who knows what's in it? Could be sharp things,
Yeah.
could be soft things,
Could be explosives.
could be explosives. So yeah, you land on Sakuna.
Yeah.
Sakina, I'll give you a chance to dodge. I'll give you a chance or do something. You can dodge, you can block. What do you want to do here? It's gonna be a hard dodge, by the way.
Just catch
I'll
me
take
like
it- well,
Buttercup
I'll
in The
try and-
Princess Bride.
Man,
Wow, I
that's
feel-
assuming a lot.
I
Do you
feel
want,
I've set
do you want
something
to do
up.
the Princess Bride catch? Because that'll be a hard poison instead.
I'll definitely try go for dodge.
All right.
Oh no.
You should have been ready.
I was.
Dinah said, "Giddy up." That meant be ready.
That's an 18 for that dodge.
All right. That's a good dodge, but not enough for a hard threshold. I'm sorry.
Yay.
In the last seconds before, you look up and you see a almost emaciated goth falling at breakneck speeds upside down at you. There is a very brief moment where you try to dodge and you guys are like in that Spider-Man scene where they're about to kiss, just like face to face for a second as she crashes
my
full
God.
barrel into your body. I'm gonna give you guys some damage.
Is this the start of a romance storyline? What is happening?
That's not the plan.
Oh gosh.
All right, that's
kidding,
6
I'm
damage
kidding.
for both of you.
And it comes from our VP first.
Yes, VP first, then HP. Sorry,
That
Sucina. I
happened-
know that you're
But,
kind of squished.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, my HP is still low from like when we previously played.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys need a nap.
So what happened to me though?
You rolled pretty well. What would be the best landing spot? Let's see. Actually, you rolled well. Where do you want to land? How do you want to land? You tell me.
I want to
Oh,
like
I should put Paul on the map.
I want to land adjacent to Paul, and like I feel like she lands but has too much momentum, so she kind of like somersaults forward onto her head and then stands up, like almost like a, you know, when you're young and you put like kids put their head down on the ground and roll over their head. Like I want that. Like she falls into it but tries to like correct herself and stands up.
Oh.
Like nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Nailed it. Perfect. So yes, you land right next to Paul, and with a bit of a roll and a hop, and you appear in front of everyone, and everyone's looking at you. And Ash goes, "And who the fuck are you now?"
Howdy, I'm Dinah.
All right, and
I'm
with that,
also
let's.
with Toot.
And with that, we're gonna take a break.
Perfect.
Squished on the floor. Okay, I'm ready.
I like that the character art actually looks pretty much like the pose of Dinah's landing.
It's pretty spot on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our techiest of tech friends, take us away. I don't know.
Shh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Last we left off, I believe some interlopers broke into the church. Is a way to think about it.
At least 5 of them.
I was
At
pushed.
least- yes, that is fair. So Ash just kind of goes, okay. So she turns to Sucina and Djin. These are your allies then?
Nope,
You said
they're
you said
not
you're
with us. You do whatever you want with them. Please get off of me.
I stand up very poised and dignified and like brush off my clothes as if I'm not already covered in dirt. And just stand. I fold my hands and I'm like, hello.
Howdy.
All right. You said that you're also part of the Toot Guild.
We are Toots, yes.
Okay.
Good to see some fellow toots around here.
I just literally, I'm sorry, every time y'all say it, I just picture Gasser from Boba 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 Bo. Like, that's all I think about every time.
So Ash just kind of sighs, like, okay, we have about an hour. And she looks over to you two, who just fell, and notices, sorry, Nember, right on your forehead. You see, you don't see because it's on your forehead,
It's on
but
my
there is a
forehead.
marking of a hand with, there's a marking of a hand with a, what kind of, like an old timey, like ding, 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 you know,
A grandfather clock?
Grandfather clock?
Yeah. And Dinah, somewhere on your body, amongst the other tattoos, is now hidden a small hand with a what's it called? Hello Kitty pocket, little wristwatch in it.
Yes!
Like,
You
how
know,
many different clocks can you come up with?
well, I need 5, so at least.
Sundial. Sundial.
Sundial,
Paul
yes.
has.
That's Paul's clock. It's a sundial,
Paul's
the
is a
most
sun-
inefficient.
Paul, what time is it exactly? How long do we have left?
Oh god, I don't know. His is on his foot. He has to take his boot off to see.
Wait, wait, does that, wait, but if it's a tattoo and it's a sundial, it has to catch the sun, so it's just
It's just a black circle on his foot.
It is a back.
I don't know how to read this, sir. So
Alright, Paul, don't panic.
I'm trying. So Ash just kind of sighs, is like, all right, we have an hour until the battle will begin. Feel free to explore the town for now. We don't have many resources, but there might be some things you can buy, or whatever you need. I'm going to go get some of the armaments ready. Let's meet back together in half an hour.
All right, that gives us 30 minutes to explore, prep, and then be back here.
Yes.
Can you
I'll be.
make?
I'll actually be at the East Tower. You can meet me there. And were you gonna say something?
Yeah. And where's Otis at?
He's likely preparing the people, training for battle. His people are not really fighters, and
Sure.
some of them need a little extra practice up until the last minute, honestly.
Where might that be?
If you take the bridges to the south, you'll run into them.
Perfect. All right.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys soon. And you see that she just kind of taps her sword onto her shoes, and her shoes ignite with fire, and she walks up through the holes you guys made in the ceiling.
That's
And runs
You got
off
fire
into the
boots
sky.
around all this wood.
What
Right
the
on.
heck?
It's very well tempered wood.
Same thing.
Right on. Right
Same
on.
thing. It seemed very fire safety.
Wow. Wow, I gotta get
Uh,
those boots.
Speaking
Well,
of fire safety. What were your names again?
yeah.
Why is that fire safety? Number.
I'm Dinah.
Dinah.
And the Toot really sent you.
Yes.
Well, I was sent to look for y'all, and so we saw you, and I was like, "Oh, perfect," and I brought us down.
She does the falling into things a lot
Hmm.
in the last 10 minutes I've known. Are you all
What?
right?
She maybe she has to practice with falling. Because she landed okay.
I was pushed. And she like side eyes Dinah.
Dinah's like, "All's well that ends well. You were fine. See, we made it, and now we're here, and now we can somewhat get out of here. It's all perfect."
Well, getting out of here is the idea.
And your names?
I myself am Djin. The D is silent.
Sorry.
Number just nods. Liz has no poker face, so you know.
Dinah's just like in her head. Didn't think there was a D in your name, but okay.
See? It's a pretty sneaky D.
I'm Sucina.
Sneaky D.
Did I say it wrong?
Sneaky D.
You did say it wrong. You said your original name when it was going to be a one shot, and you were like, it's funny enough.
Sucina. There we go. I remember
There
now.
you go.
Yeah, we were sent by Toot. Part of an exploration team. We got a few other members, but in the transition here, we lost them along the way. Hoping to meet up with them soon, though.
Apparently, we can't leave from here unless we win against whatever battle is incoming.
Oh, well, that was a lot of soldiers. A lot of them.
You saw the enemy. How
Oh,
many?
yeah, it was. A lot.
nice
You described it as a battalion, right?
Yeah.
It
A
seems to be a
battalion.
full battalion.
Wait.
How much is the battalion?
Yeah.
Battalion.
Sorry, I
Roughly.
have my pen, so I'm gonna grab that real fast.
Roughly 40 tokens or more. Some of which are minions, so close to 100 individuals. Half of them are
Here we come.
half of them are good. The other half are just minions. But you know how it is. Level 40. Man, that is, you guys
Sounds
got that
like
information
level
as you
up
were
to me.
looking. Yeah, we're starting an EXP based game now. As of right now, we're gonna see how we go.
Perfect.
How much is Paul worth?
No.
-5 karma points.
Oh no.
Not the karma point.
But yeah, you guys saw the individuals.
Well, I mean, I would like to just take a little walk outside of this building because I have no idea what this place. I mean, we fell, but
Yeah.
I want to take in the view of what we're defending.
As we're going, Jin's gonna say, "What, Sucky? Hang on now. You remember how Ash basically said that each time it reset when Otis died, right? Am I correct in remembering that?"
You are correct.
Yes.
I think we should definitely focus on keeping Otis alive. Now, that's certainly a mission I'm willing to undertake myself, given my
Focus on Otis.
focus on
Who's
Otis.
Otis?
Little fella,
Who's Otis?
mayor of this place.
Right.
Maybe he's
right.
2.5 feet.
Oh wow.
But his voice is something else.
How did
so-
he get an extra one?
Oh wow.
That would
Fun fact, he's the
kinda-
tallest one in the village. Just a fun fact.
Who is?
Otis is the
Ash?
tallest of them.
Oh.
I
Are all
have
the
a foot.
doors and stuff like really tiny?
Yes, you guys have to duck.
Yeah, like every door and stuff we gotta go through.
But
I
yeah,
love
it's
it.
like crouch walking.
Yeah, we're basically crawling through.
They have really high ceilings, but for you guys, it's just average ceilings. If anything, they're a little low.
Yeah. So when we crashed in through the roof, it was not a very far fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
it would make things a lot easier if you just have to protect one person.
yeah, screw the rest of them, right?
Just keep Otis
Uh,
next to you. You're good with that shield. And I'll burn the rest.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're weak to electric and fire damage, so yeah, burning egg sounds good. I can blow things up.
Well, that sounds quite handy.
I can also cause some damage.
That also
It's-
stops.
Yeah, that's also going to be quite handy.
Why did I choose to play a stoic character? I'm not good at stoic.
You're doing
She's not
great.
stoic. She's trying to be stoic.
She's
wants
trying.
to be
You're
cocky,
right.
but she's
She
You're
wants
right.
to be. She wants to be stoked.
not.
Well,
Wait, you saw the enemy. Did you see what direction they would come from?
South and east. Yes, south.
I
and
did not. Out of character, I did not remember that. So good on you.
No. South and east. Okay. This whole village, assuming I've seen outside at this point. This
Yeah,
is
we
all
like
like
walking
bridges.
around outside.
It's like ocean or lake.
It's a lake. You can see sort of from the edge of the lake. It's a large lake. As you look to the south, you see that it turns into like this forest. The water seems like it has a varying height. It is pretty low right now, only maybe 4 feet deep in some of the shallower areas. There are some spots that are the very deep, of course, but
that's
the
real
shallow
deep
spot.
for these people though.
It is
Like
very
4
deep.
feet is pretty damn deep for everybody, but it's a 2 foot.
Yeah, this is
I-
very deep for this village. But you see on the trees, like the water line can go up to 9 feet high. So it seems like it's on a getting lower at the moment.
I just now realized this map was on water. You saying we're on a lake. I literally was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I've been wandering around the map. So Ollie, I just gotta ask real quick. Is this a
Yeah.
bloodstain?
Let me see. Are you at the south building?
Yeah.
The southmost
What have you
building?
done?
Um,
Oh.
you have to
Our
go to-
characters don't know this, but sorry, I'm just exploring the map.
I mean, you have to go to the area to find out.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, that's
Aw. We
I'm
love
scared.
that.
scary.
Ooh.
Well, I know Otis is south, so guys, I'm heading south, just above table. I'm gonna find my guy and I'm gonna stick with him like glue. He's small enough. I'm gonna pack him on the inside of the shield.
I feel like that could cause some blunt force trauma if something hits.
He'll
the
be
shield
safe
up.
though.
In a
it'll only cause him trauma. It's not gonna kill him. Come on.
Mhm.
Of course. All right.
We have to
So
be willing to
who?
make sacrifices.
All right.
Yeah, we have to come up with a plan. Jin, you're gonna go
Suki, all
south.
the
You're gonna
time.
speak with Otis.
I'm gonna find Otis. Yeah, speak with him, stick with him. That's at least my plan. Keep him alive.
I think I'm gonna just take a walk on the east area. See how
What?
deep this water is.
What if I set up a trap at the south gate and it's a giant bomb and it explodes? I can make that.
You see, this is what we've been missing, Suki. We've been missing someone with ideas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great.
Knock yourself out.
I will go to the east tower with Ash and use my skill to defend.
And your skills lie. You said you do damage. Are you kind of up close and personal, or further back kind of deal?
It depends.
Good. See, another thing we've been missing: someone flexible. Well, all right. Everybody, we'll meet back at the church in what was it? Half an hour? Anybody got the time?
Paul sticks his foot out, and you see the gold timer
Thank
come
you,
back
Paul.
out. This one is very old timey. It's like looks like we have 57. No, shoot, that's sorry, I can't read this actually.
Well, you figure that
oh,
out. We'll be back here in about 30 minutes.
okay, I'll see you guys soon. He starts to set up the stake like before.
Split the party.
That's a great
You
idea.
just put us together. And we're like, all right, everybody, split up.
Great.
That's fine with me. Let's go with Sucina first. Where are you going, buddy?
You were going east,
Um,
right? Numbers going east too.
Oh, so you're both going east.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty much going east. Maybe I'll check out a building or two, but just to I want to make sure that like the water levels here is that if you're not the height of these creatures, are they able to just run along it? Is it like that shallow,
So
or are they gonna need a boat?
anything along the coastline is roughly 4 foot high. Anything near the tree here in the middle is much deeper. So anything that's like greenish colored, that's shallow. Anything that's darker blue is pretty deep. Roughly, shallow is like 4 foot. Deep is about 12 foot deep. So like you could stay close to some of the buildings, but for the most part, everyone travels through the bridges. The east side is a raised area that they've set up a lot of homes on.
Okay. Then I think with that, then I'll go see Ash as well.
All right. So, as you guys are traveling to the east, so you said that you are, kind of peeking your head into different areas. So I just start revealing some of the buildings nearby. That didn't do. There it goes. You see that for the most part, this is just communal housing. Some of them seem to be individual households, others just lodging areas. There's a communal bath area. It seems to be like this community lives very closely with one another. They're all very happy to share in their resources. They work together to survive.
Should we be concerned about this furnace over here?
It's heating up. It's fine. People have lived in log cabins that had fire most of existence.
Look how much it's coming out though.
But no, it's heating up the bath area.
Is this like a mimic or something? Oh,
No.
okay.
The bath area needs to be nice and toasty.
It's
Come
true.
on.
Okay. It's like shooting flame. Okay.
I mean, you
That's
do
how
with
you know
whatever
it's working.
you do with that whatever you want, okay? But it is shooting flames. You have to be careful going around it. But if you guys are in search of Ash, you find her in this northeastern tower as they're prepping a catapult and a ballista. They seem like they're looking off to the east expectantly. There's also a cage with some sort of beast inside of it.
I would like to go look at the cage. Well, the beast, really, but the beast is in the cage, so I'm gonna go over.
Yeah. Do you guys have control of your tokens?
Oh yeah, we have tokens. Let's find out.
'Cause I super don't know how to do that. So
I don't think so.
I don't.
yeah, I have no idea how to do that. Damn it all.
Hang on. I think we
I-
can just make characters real quick, and then you just load them in.
Okay.
Let me see. Can I make a character, or do you have to make it? I think you have
I'll,
to make it. Yeah, I think you just
at the very
make this
least,
for today.
move you there for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's gonna
everybody.
take a whole
I
lot.
don't know how to roll 20.
Okay, neither do I.
Hey, just don't roll any 20s,
So-
and we're good.
So you guys make it to the East Tower. Like I said, you see Ash kind of preparing everything, planning. She's talking with another little guy similar to Otis. His mask is the same as everybody else's because I didn't draw multiples of the same thing, but they all look mostly exactly the same except the colors of their mask are different. And Nember, you asked what's inside the cage. You
Yeah.
see a horse. It's a rotting horse. It's alive. You might know this creature, but as far as you can tell, its skin doesn't feel like it's in the right place. It looks a little off center. It has little hands at its chest. Its feet seem
Sir,
to
that is
secrete.
not a horse.
It's horse adjacent. And you're a seasoned adventurer. There's a pretty common creature in Terra known as a nightmare. You see parts of its bone underneath, and like I said, its hooves seem to be secreting some sort of almost acidic goo. As it
Cool.
looks over to you and as its skin ripples
I go
with its neck.
back.
Roll an awareness.
Perfect. Ow. Oh wait, that's a 4, not a 1. Cool. I think I add numbers. 18.
All right. You can tell. You look deep into this creature's eyes. You gaze back into each other, and you know this thing wants to stomp on you, and then secrete its acid to turn you into mush, and then lap you up like a slurry of meat. You know this deeply.
I just look at it and hold its gaze and nod a little bit.
It nods back.
I think I made a friend, y'all. I did.
Liz,
I'll walk next to Ash. Arms crossed, ask her. So what's the plan with that sickly being over there?
Oh, that thing. When the time comes, they usually. I'm gonna go ahead and say 7 out of 10 times come from the east. I'm going to put it on the catapult and launch it at them. Um, Nightmares are incredibly resistant to bludgeoning, so it'll be fine. And once it's in the fray, have you ever fought one before?
Just out of game.
Yeah, probably not, because you're human, so you're from the southern continent, and these are more from the eastern continent of Aslan.
Yeah,
So you,
I don't believe I have.
well, these things, with every stomp and gallop and every neigh, they spread a horrible illness. Right now, it's being contained by the cage and a little bit of magic. But I'm hoping a little biological warfare might give us the edge we need this time.
I think he will serve you well.
Nember, you get closer and you know he's ready to kill. This thing is desperate to beat something with its hooves.
He is ready.
You said 7 out of 10 times that they attack from the east.
Yes, a few times it's been a little different. A few sneak attacks from within, but I've checked these times. There's no people hiding inside. So I think that's safe, but I can't waste too much time with other positions. There's a small fortification to the west, and those are the two most likely to strike areas that I've experienced.
We have updated information that they're likely to come from the east, like you mentioned, but also from the south.
Okay. All right. Every time they come from the south, things do not go well.
We have a plan.
Okay.
It involves explosions and traps.
Okay. I mean that might be good. There's an infirmary to the south. We might want to make sure there's no one in it. But I'm not against this. Okay. You said they're also coming from the east, so this area is ready. Sucina, come with me. Let's try to prepare in the south. We can see to setting up some archers and explosives. Okay, you see that she's like pacing back and forth. She is antsy. She's ready.
I would like to place my hand on the cage and look deep into this nightmare's eyes and say, "You will fight well."
All right,
And then
roll
I'm-
roll an influence or a negotiate if you have any.
I think I do. Okay, I have some negotiate.
It'll be hard.
11.
No.
Dang it.
You put your hand on the cage. It puts its hoof up to yours, and then as it stomps in the cage, trying to kill you.
She just nods, "You are ready." And then I'm gonna go sit in the corner and meditate.
Okay. Sucina, are you heading south with Ash?
Yeah, because south, as far as I'm aware, if they're coming from the south, it's gonna be via water, like boats. I'm assuming, or because.
Well, as you are talking with her, she mentions that when the hour strikes, the water drops just low enough in the air in those areas for them to wade through. It's about waist high for them at that time. But they don't have long. If we can keep them in the water for a little while, for about 30 minutes, it'll get high enough that they won't be able to properly move. They'll be sitting ducks.
Okay, and then yeah, let's see what you have for the south.
Well, right now nothing, but we can figure it out. We can set something up. So, let's move down to a little bit south, not all the way yet, with Djin. You said you're looking for Otis? All right.
Indeed, I am.
So I'm going to reveal a couple rooms for you.
Mhm.
You find Otis with a group of his collaborators. He is kind of instructing them in the basics of battle with swords, and you see a couple of guns. You guys know that Ash was clearly from sometime in the 90s. Like she had modern clothing, and it seemed like she preferred a sword, but you know that at that time guns were readily available. But these people seem to be using uh, recently made but archaic weaponry.
Hmm. Well, quite the armory you have here, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Like
Yes.
walks in.
We try our best. It's a bit lackluster compared to what we could have had we known.
Well, still, it seems still a decent supply of weapons. I take it you are fully aware of the situation? I wasn't quite sure. Do you have a timer as well?
No, but Ash assures me that she is familiar with the situation. She was part of their team before before we met.
Mm.
I fear she's kind of stuck, hoping to make amends. Poor girl. Yes?
So you've been aware of all of the previous conflicts?
Well, I mean, my people have been assaulted by this group for generations.
Mm.
And he kind of like hushes down a little bit. You seem trustworthy, and you're helping us, but we don't come from these lands. We, I believe you all refer to us as aliens. When we landed, your government, it invaded us, took our technologies. Since then, we've had to rely on lesser means to avoid detection.
Keeping a low profile. I understand.
It's better to live simply than to fight every generation.
Well, see, on the topic of living, well, me and my friends all are decided we're going to help you, and from what I understand from Ash's explanation, these resets of this fight, they seem to happen after you've been taken or you die.
He cocks his head, and you get the sense that he has no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
You remember that Ash asked him to leave when she started explaining the more finer
That's
details
right.
of the situation.
That's true. So
Um,
Jin did not remember that with a logic of 0. And is gonna. I'm definitely continuing on this track.
right. Um, I mean, I would appreciate the support. I do not wish to die, but my people are the priority in general. This is our home. There are children.
I understand. Well, definitely. I know the rest of us tutors are working on getting your little town here prepped. Where do you plan to keep your non-combatants and your, those that need protection? You got like a bunker or something?
Our largest building is the one directly to the south of us. It's our main thoroughfare, if you will, our primary center for commerce. It's no more fortified than any of our other buildings, but it's more in the center, away from the outskirts where the invaders were more likely to hit. And it's the only place large enough to hold everyone for now.
Well, that makes good sense. What say you and I, when shit goes down? You and I set up in there. Keep everybody safe.
I don't. I can't just abandon my people to fight a war without being there with them.
Oh, you
To
won't be
fight
abandoning
alongside
them. You'll be doing your part. Staying alive. And keeping those that need protecting protected.
Roll a negotiation for me.
Yeah. Let's see. Negotiate. All right. I got an influence of 3. So that's a 5 total.
5 total. You see that he, again, it's all still underneath his cloak, but he grabs a sword and strikes it through the mannequin. He says, "I will not hide while my people die. I will be on the front lines with them."
Hmm. Okay then. If you don't mind, I plan to stick with you then, at the very least. If you won't protect yourself, I hope you'll allow me to protect you.
I will graciously appreciate your, accept your support. Sorry for my outburst.
No, mayor's got to do what a mayor's got to do.
Indeed. And you look around and you see that again, he is the tallest of the people here. Everyone here is about 2 foot tall, and they are giving it their best. You see them practicing on these wooden dummies with whatever weaponry they have, and some of them, honestly, they seem like they'd be uh, decently formidable for a lesser fighter.
Mm.
You yourself feel no risk if you were to fight all of them, honestly. But you see that they're putting their everything into preparing for this fight. Yeah.
Are there, and it's all weapons and stuff. Do they have any sort of shields or anything around?
Yes, there's a few shields. If you go into this other room, you see that they have a slightly more of a stock of weaponry. They have cannons that they have set up at the in here so far. They're still preparing to set them out. Um, but yes, they do have shields.
I'm gonna take half of those guys with me and say, well, all right, if I'm gonna be helping y'all, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two. I've been through a battle or several, and as I'm looking at y'all, you trying to figure out this whole offense thing, but you're coming at it ass backwards. You got to figure out how you're going to stay alive first. So, half of y'all, go ahead, take your little swords, and you can continue doing what you're doing. The other half, pick up these shields. Have you get to work on learning how to protect your buddies.
Yeah, you see a small little, squad with you as they all take up shields and try their best to do whatever instruction you give them.
Okay. Yep. And can I get Otis to learn to use a shield too?
You can, yes.
All right. Raise his AC or his AR.
Yeah, I'll raise his AR a little bit.
There you go.
Get him like Viking style, shield wall.
Yeah. We'll practice a phalanx maneuver.
You see Otis, grabs his shield. Everybody's practicing. They do a couple phalanxes as you instruct them. You run into them with your shield, and they, hold you back slightly. It's you spend a little bit of time just helping them get prepped.
Yeah,
And
our last like 20 minutes or something before we have to meet back up.
Yep. And you see that in that time, Otis also he takes the shield and does whatever, but he also grabs a few daggers and sets them around the shield, and then kind of you see a tentacle come out from underneath his cloak, and it glows as it stabs into certain parts of the covering your eyes, parts of the shield and through the daggers, and he reaches out another tentacle. It seems to travel almost a couple, like 3 or 4 feet away to grab some raw material. It goes underneath the cloak, light comes out, and then bolts come out that he just puts in, and then he stands there and goes, and he spins the shield, and daggers come out, and spins it back, and they go back in.
Oh,
It's been
you're
a long-
mighty. You're mighty. I'd say handy, but tentacly.
Yes. It's been a long time since I've used, my skills to create. We were always craftsmen. Well, if you survive this, maybe I'll upgrade yours.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
So with that, we're gonna wipe over to Dinah.
Sweet.
So Dinah, you've been going south, right?
Yeah. I realized on this map I don't actually know exactly where they would be coming in at, but I want to go to my best guess.
So, based on where you saw, it looks like they're going like right up the middle from the south.
Okay.
Like right through the forest, almost as if they're trying to stay hidden.
All right, yeah. Well, I'm going to head over there and set up some traps.
All right.
Some bomb traps.
You make your way south, and I'll. Nope, that's not revealing. That's the wrong button. Here we go. As you're making your way down, you run through the market, and you see a lot of people kind of hiding out, waiting, kind of expecting the battle to come. And as you walk your way through, you make it to the southernmost building that you could find. And you find an individual still doing their job. There seems to be some sort of baker, or maybe seem to be making food, kind of trying to fill the stocks as much as they can while they try to hold out and wait for the battle.
Right. Cool.
And yeah, you would be most likely around there. If you go through here, you will see that a lot of the individuals. Ooh, I stretched out your token. Holy crap!
That's how I looked. That's how I looked when I got gum.
Yes, you got gum.
Residual spell effect.
Whoops. Yeah, you're making your way through, and you see that everyone is kind of clamoring. They're obviously nervous about the fight, but you also see that they're like, "Oh my god, there's a person here! Like, what is this?" Um, and you keep heading south, trying to find like a good position to set everything up. And you walk, like I said, through this food area where they're preparing the food, kitchen, and someone who looks similar to Otis but with a different colored mask, kind of bounces. Oh my dear, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Or, well, howdy. I'm with Toot. I'm here to help you all be safe and everything. I gotta go set up a trap out back. So if you don't mind me doing that, that's what I'm gonna go do. And you
Uh,
should actually probably go further into town to be
uh,
safe.
a trap? What are you doing? Are you gonna blow up my kitchen? If you blow up my kitchen, I swear to God. And you see like his robe extends out to you. Do not damage my stove. This is the 15th time I've had to repair it.
I make no promises, but I will do my best to not cause damage to your stove. But if there is damage, just know it is for a very good cause, and I'm trying to make sure your town doesn't, burn to the ground and get utterly destroyed.
You hear them grumble. Fine, 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 fine. All right. But what are
With
you
that,
doing here?
well, with that said, could I maybe use a stove?
I suppose. He kind of they kind of show you around and um show you how everything's connected. It looks as though most of these stoves have piping that runs underneath them, uh, under in the lake, underneath the flooring. Sometimes, it seems he explains that they're powered by this massive magma pool underneath. Uh,
Okay. Would there be any way I could rig the stove to explode?
uh, Roll a logic check for me,
A logic check?
and yeah,
Would it could it
you
would it
could
also
do.
be tech use too, or
I mean, yeah, you're using technology. Figure out how to use a stove improperly, incorrectly.
okay, sweet. Where's my dice that I need? There they are. Okay.
And actually, go ahead and take an advantage dice. So add 1d4 to whatever you're rolling, because this little fella, they're helping you with this. They're a little intrigued by
Okay.
what's going on.
So I have the base D20 dice, then I add my logic, and then I have 2 in tech use.
Oh, okay.
So is that
So
2 D4s? And then I'm adding another D4 because I'm having help?
yes, that's 3d4 plus your 20.
Okay. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm mathing real fast. I think that's a 31.
All right. You and I need a name for this tiny individual. The other one's name was Otis. This one's name is
Sito.
Lotus.
Otis. Back.
Sito. Sure, let's go with Sito.
Sito is Otis.
Sito the cook.
Shut up, because I'm in a Dark Magician Girl shirt right now.
All right. So you're working with Sito, and they're like, well, we could definitely blow up the, but, and they kind of walk you outside. They walk you outside and show you that there is this piping underneath all of the bridges, essentially, that come off of this central like magma pool that
Okay.
they've tapped into for geothermal heating, and those are full of well, lava. They're full of a natural heat source, and he explains that like if there is a way to if there is a way for us to get something combustible through or like prepare the pipes to have something combustible put into them, the natural like heat that's in there, the lava, everything will ignite whatever we put in there, like without a doubt,
Okay.
and that will come out of any of the holes, especially the nearby ones.
Okay. Great. Um, would I know when to do that based off of seeing like what I know of when they're coming and everything? Like, because I don't
I
want it
think
to go off before they're
yeah.
close enough.
I think knowing where they're coming from and knowing that we have about an hour, um, I think you have an idea of how you rolled. How well did you roll again?
At 31.
Yeah. You can figure out how to do like a time release on
Okay.
this, so that you can set it off when you want it. Sito like sits down with you and like gets kind of excited about all this. It's like, actually, you know what we could do? You know what's really combustible? Flour. We have tons of it.
Oh, perfect. Perfect setup.
And like I don't know, he helps you set up like this trap where underneath all of the bridges in that southern area there is a combustible material and all this other stuff ready to go. As soon as someone like steps when they're not supposed to, it's gonna explode.
Perfect. Perfect.
While you're doing this, while you're creating a genuine hazard, uh that is when Ash and Sucina appear. Doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna get them. They're in the corner. I'm gonna get you.
uh, Sento may be a third-rate baker with a fourth-rate oven, but he's a first-rate bomber.
Yeah, apparently. Don't destroy my stove. Also, I'll help you make my stove into a bomb.
Well, they said don't ruin my shit, but then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna
You're
blow
like,
shit up." I'm actually kind of excited.
yeah, if you didn't hear, he said this was like, what, the fourth stove he's
So while you're creating a death trap, Ash and Sucena show up, and Ash is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I'm creating a trap, so that way when they walk in here, they die immediately. But safely ish.
Okay.
Is that when they walk along this walkway we're in right now? And then
No,
it
I've
explodes.
rigged it for them. You all just don't need to walk any further in there. And yes, it will explode.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a huge boom.
Yeah, Sino's been helping me here. He's been really helpful. We got all the flour in there and the lava. Like, it's gonna be great.
Trust me, as a baker, I've seen bags of flour explode like a dozen times. It goes up. uh, Lost my first 2 ovens that way.
As somebody who's been big in chemistry, I've seen a lot of explosions myself. I'm actually really excited about this.
Okay.
How big of an explosion are we talking about here?
Uh,
Huge.
Actually, how about this? Arden, why don't you roll me a d4?
Oh, D4? Okay. Where are they? There you are. That's a 1. This is so
Alright.
sad.
That means I'm gonna roll 1d20, and whatever number comes up, that's how many d8s of damage will go off.
Oh my god. Please be 20
Okay.
TAs.
Let's go for a 1. Let's go for a 1, baby.
Okay. 12.
Pretty close. It's 11. So 11 d8s of damage when they get there. Boom,
This is
baby.
a time release, a pressure trigger.
Yeah, I got it set up to go off right when they get here and be pressurized. Honestly, it's a very complex system, but I've done it and it's good to go.
You have all the triggers.
You have to have a backup plan for if the first plan falls through. That's the key when it comes to, explosives. So
Okay. I don't know if I continue walking.
yeah, I
At
wouldn't.
this point.
I would just turn around.
Maybe take another pathway or something.
This is a live situation.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to add notes that I have cordoned off all of those doors. I don't think I opened them. I think I completely blocked them off. I made sure they cannot be open to go in here.
Fair. So yeah, you close the doors, and as you peek in, what you notice is that the area next to you seems to be some sort of infirmary. It's currently empty, for the most part. You see buttons, so many buttons. You see sort of like a little infirmary area where people go get visited.
Oh. Oh wow, that is a lot of blood.
Yeah, we're bleeders. I'll let you know that.
You know what? I don't need to know. There are some things I just don't need answers to.
Good choice. Good choice.
Well, you've experienced this before, Ash. How often, if they ever came from the south, do they specifically choose this walkway?
It's a pretty common choice. It is the quickest way to the center, and they're all about efficiency. So I think this might actually be a pretty good choice. It's about 50-50 whether they take this walkway or head farther to the west to the lodges for our infirm.
Okay.
They seem
At the
to
very least, this
want to take out the easiest target first. So, if this isn't, this is a good choice. The other option is still very present, though.
I believe this blocks off options.
True. And actually, Nigel, for me, roll a d20 for me.
D20 has been rolled. 13.
13. All right. Got it. Don't worry about that for now.
So ominous. I need you to roll, but don't worry about that.
Yeah. You know what? I too will write that down. 13.
I rolled 13, but I don't need to worry about it, apparently.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now? It's probably been around the 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would say regather. At least I'll start to. I think we meet back at where we landed. Was the idea? I think I'll pretty much make my way back there.
I think I'm gonna make sure people are out of the walkway for the bomb at least. So I'm gonna go back a different route. I don't know. Like, I just want to make sure nobody's in these rooms on the here that we haven't looked in, because I don't want
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to get exploded.
Yeah, there's no problem. You look through and you see on the lower west side. Uh, for the most part, it's an infirmary. There's only a few people actually in. One surgery taking place.
Oh,
Uh, and also a smithing area.
okay.
Uh,
I will. Sorry,
I'm gonna
continue.
be trying to get these people out of here. I feel bad for the surgery though. I'd be like, when y'all are dead, get caught. Putting pressure on the doctor.
you see, you peek your head in the surgery room and the operations room, and you see someone in one of the usual costumes, kind of cutting into one of the things that you saw inside of the cart they were pulling earlier. And the thing turns, like its
Wait.
body stays still, but its mask turns all the way around, and you just hear it yell, "What are you here? Get out of here!" And a nurse comes up behind you, pulls you out of the OR, and closes the door, and then scolds you like, "You're not scrubbed in. You're unsanitary. What are you doing?" And yeah.
I'm so sorry. I got lost. I was trying to find my way back to the meeting room.
Well, it isn't here. Get out of here.
Oh, yes, got it. I'm running away.
She goes back to scrubbing in.
Oh God, I'm scared. Note to self: tell the group that there is a thing from a cart in here.
So yeah, you guys are all heading back.
Is Ash was gonna meet with us too, or?
Yes, knowing what the altered plans, she's meeting with you as well.
Sure.
And
Can I
you
bring
guys are,
Otis?
yeah, of course. You guys are about halfway there. I'm assuming Sucina and Ash went pretty straightforward. Sido's gonna hang out with the other non-combatants. And Dana, you were going kind of this way.
Okay.
Djin and Otis, you guys were the closest by, so you're right. You get back pretty quickly. And Nember, were you heading back?
Yeah. I'm just already
you're pretty
sitting
close
there on
by,
a
so,
bench when they get.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, you're sitting down on the bench. As you guys arrive, the others are not there yet, and you hear a massive horn, like that signaling a tornado. And
Look to Otis. What's going on?
perfect.
Nice.
You see him trembling, and Sucina, you turn to Ash and you see her in a fever, sweating as she opens up and touches her mark, and she sees the timer. It seems to have sped up.
Oh.
Cute.
Oh shoot! It's because I set a bomb, isn't it?
And she's like, I don't understand what's going on. How are they here so early? It's not supposed to be. And then she turns around and you guys see, how do I get these guys in the spot they're supposed to be? I don't know how to do this. Get out of the GM layer.
Reveal your secrets.
Finish your secrets.
Let's put you in the token layer. Yes. There we go. You see a small battalion coming in directly from the south, out of the trees.
Oh wow. All right.
And while it seems quite sizable, it does not seem as though that is all of them, as 13 go towards the infirmary.
How?
That's not 13. I selected wrong. I'll fix that later. I'll fix it in post. And change layer. Tokens. Back to token layer. Okay, there we go. There we go. And there's so many of these guys. Fuck. Why did I do this?
Did my bomb go off? That's
Not yet.
No.
So you said you had it set on a timer and pressure sensitivity. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
What what is the timer set to? Is it set to exactly an hour, like as what we were talking about before?
I feel it would have been set to whatever I thought they would have, like, however much time they would have made it to be from what we saw to where they are now. Like, if I could gauge that somehow. I don't know.
Right. That's fair. And you said pressure. Where would you have put the
Yeah.
pressure sensor?
Probably right at that curve. I feel like I would, because where we were talking about it, I was up above. I was in that middle hallway. I feel it would have been right around, like, below there, closer
Okay.
to the south. Like,
Well, you don't hear an explosion yet. But you do hear the shouts of a military. You hear the horn blaring. You hear time for war. And Sucina, you see Ash click their sword onto their chest, and their hair ignites into fire. And they turn to you. Are you ready?
Finally. Let's go.
Djin Otis looks up to you and pulls out his shield and turns it, and the daggers come out. To war! Eddie, no, to war! And he scuttles out.
Yeah. Yeah, Jin's gonna flick his shield onto his arm and say, "I'm right behind you, Mayor."
All right, and with that, that's the end of the episode. We'll be back next time.
War!
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 Only by a lightsaber!
All right. Thanks
For
for watching, everybody.
Check these
Do
pictures.
any of you have social media you want to plug before we leave? I was frozen?
You're
You're a little
good now.
frozen, yeah. But you're back.
Gotcha. If there's anything you wanted to plug before you leave, please go ahead. Wow, I was going to call you Dinah. Arden, anything you'd like to plug before you go?
You can catch me at Ardenzi on Instagram and Ardenzi19 on Twitch. That's about it. Ardenzi pretty much on everything. Arden ZY.
Nice.
Liz?
Consistent.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitch, hopefully eventually soon, at Just a Singing Geek, with an underscore between the G's that are together.
The G's are together? Progressive.
If they were not separated by an underscore, they would be.
Nigel, do you want to lead anyone towards your thirst traps on Instagram?
Yeah, my Insta is at I am Nigel P, just the letter P. I mean, you probably mostly also find me just here at Stealthy Elf Productions. Another campaign called Sansi.
Fancy? Sure. And David, you have no social media. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, I don't. But But I am also going to be streaming again tonight on Tales Archived in the Known Realms Telesh D&D 5e campaign. Come check us out. I play a hobgoblin fighter. Come see.
And you guys can find me anywhere online as Lycus D Stratus. And if you come back next week Saturday, you get to see me play as my namesake Lycus in Sand Sea with Nigel and David as a DM. He is kind of a prick, and it's a lot of fun. You guys should watch. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Shh.